Morning, Cadre. Still just morning here on the West Coast. Gonna be doing straight shave number 99 today. Tomorrow will be 100. Today we'll be using this beautiful custom brush with a synthetic knot. Sweet looking grain there with some twine. We'll be shaving with the, I will be, the Feather SS with a Feather Pro Guard blade in there on shave number 3. Just mixing it up in my cheapy copper bowl there. And Nuavia, maybe? You guys know this stuff. The Rossa. The red, beautiful, nice strong scent. Everybody seems to have their favorite color scent. Red is mine, so that's the only one that I bought because of the expense. But we will shower, I do my hair, get camera ready, we'll be back. And we're back. Showered, hair coiffed. Got our lather all whooped up in here, ready to go. Here we go. This is one of those scents that, I guess I could look it up, but to me it's more kind of like Pontificio Veracino, their 70th and things like that, that it's more of, I don't know, Italian cologne. You know, you can't say it smells like, I don't know, I can't say it smells like this or smells like that. It just smells really good. And if I was trying to hit a scent note, it could be some natural scents that I haven't learned or what have you. Just not in my repertoire to be able to describe something like this smell. But like I said, it is very nice and strong, and I love that. If it's a smell, I would rather have fewer soaps that I like using, but have the scents very strong in those few than have a weaker scent so that it's less offensive to folks. So it's almost noon here in California. My weekend routine for quite a while now, starting this summer when I was painting the house. That's over now, but now you can see my painting shirt here. Has been to wake up and after breakfast, get a lot of manual labor done, and then come and take care of the shower and shave and all that. Part of that actually is become from the shave. It's because when, there was a day I would shower quickly, go do my work, come back and shower again after a hard day of manual labor. But I want to shave the first time I shower, and if I'm thinking of all this work out there to get done, I'd feel like I kind of need to just rush and get it done. So KJ, it's funny, I had an interesting thought this morning getting ready for my video. KJ is Spider on the Shaving Cadre. If you're not a member, come check us out at theshavingcadre.com. Bunch of good guys, Bunch of guys posting videos. But I think sometimes, KJ, you mentioned, well, geez, nobody mentioned this thing on this video, or, I changed this up, nobody mentioned it. And I hope it's not because you think we're not paying attention, but I was thinking maybe part of it would be is that, well, at least for me, I'll tell you, I appreciate everybody who puts time and all that into their videos. While there's some things that we're perfectly happy to bust each other on and make jokes about and stuff, which is one of the funnest parts of the cadre. I think at least for me, I don't want to happen to hit on something that may be a little bit too personal or be taken the wrong way, and somebody who's spending their time and putting themselves out there to do a video, I don't want to be like, what's up with this, and kind of a joking manner that doesn't come across the right way online, and then have that person be like, well, why are you, what's the problem with that? So don't move. Uh-oh. Felt it catch right there. I've gotten a whole bunch of these straight shaves done with the SS here and have not had an oopsie. I don't see any blood. Might have gotten away with one there. Anyway, I just don't want you to think that we're not paying attention. I think sometimes it's just we're at home thinking, what the heck? But you're never sure how something will be taken online. You can't actually hear the person saying it. So anyway, I don't know. I guess random thought. I just thought about that, putting this on, because you'll notice for the most part I either wear this or there's a pink tie-dye shirt. And don't worry, both of them are clean. But I wear them because when shaving cadre, you can't post videos unless you're wearing a shirt or robe or something. Plus, I doubt anybody would want to watch them if I wasn't. But I mentioned I tend to get wetter than a lot of the guys that I'm watching. I think part of that, this thing soaks up water, so after I rinse, gotta squeegee this out. Especially when I'm doing like alum or something where I leave my face wet, so I don't pat anything dry. And then water will still slowly come out of it. I don't know, maybe I'm just sloppier, maybe the hair comes down a little further than on some guys. But I don't want to shave in what I wear for the day. I doubt most people actually do that. But so this is, like I said, this was just kind of my painting, gonna get a dirty shirt. This has got a deep neck, so I don't have to worry about getting soap, much more soap on it than I do. And the other one's just kind of the middle of the night, throw it on shirt. But I just thought, nobody said, hey, how come you wear the same freaking shirt every video? And then I thought, well, maybe it's because they don't want it to be taken as, geez, why are you so lazy? Or here's one thing I don't like about your videos, what have you. Anyway, that's what made me think about that, is that there can be little curiosities that aren't important enough to bring up because you don't want to say the wrong thing. So straight shave 99. Again, I guess it depends how you classify your straight shaves. I guess this is a shavette where you have the replaceable blade, so it's not a straight razor, I guess. But some people say anything with an open blade is a straight shave. So I don't know. The shaving cadre, that's the way most people track their shaves, and so that's what I've been doing. Tomorrow, will be straight shave 100, and for that I will use an actual straight razor, which I've mentioned a few times. I've had not great luck switching from this to an actual straight razor. There's a lot of stalling of the blade, so we shall see. I thought tomorrow I'd talk about what I've learned along the way, but I think tomorrow actually might be somewhat boring to watch because I should keep my mouth shut and pay attention to what I'm doing. So I'll tell you now, what you just saw was one of the things I learned. Normally my across the grain, both with DEs and straights, is from the ear to the nose. I've switched, and instead of doing it against the grain this way, which I always had an issue with pulling the skin taut, I went and added a second across the grain, and it seemed to work pretty well. I'm not pushing it today, just because I don't want to tempt anything and be sore for tomorrow, but yesterday, just with 3 passes from this on the cheeks doing that, I got super smooth BBS. In the cadre, we call that DS BBSG, which is Dolphin Skin Baby Butt Smooth -glass. Yeah, a little much, I know, but when you've done a BBS, you call it a BBS, but then what happens when you get something that's even smoother feeling than that? You got to be able to classify it somehow, right? So, this pass is also something else that I've been working on quite a bit. Again, yesterday it resulted in a BBS. I'm talking and a bit distracted right now, so this one might not, but started figuring out what the heck I can do. I've talked about this before too. Going this way would be perfect, but getting the blade in my hand and everything to do that, so far has been impractical. So then I started with straight down, and now it's almost like this Gillette slide sometimes thing that I got going on over here right now. But I do try to come in at a bit of an angle. So those are 2 changes that I've made in my passes since I've started this whole thing with the straights. And then, just like learning the DE, it's all about the pressure. You think it's about learning not to try to put the whole blade against your face and not worrying about if the whole blade is in contact, because that takes some pressure to smooth out a curve. It's more worried about just, you worry about the pressure and take as many strokes as you need to get the area covered. Once I kind of understood that, I think a lot of it was comparing myself to other people that I'd watch videos of, and then just coming to terms with everybody's face is different. Some people have flat areas and they can take that big old honking straight and just go shoo. I can't do that. I think even as my skills increase, and hopefully sometime I can get a VBS with a nice big straight razor, just the geometry of my face, I don't think is going to lend itself to be able to shave half my cheek in one pass straight down. And that's okay. It was just kind of, you know, some frustration for a while that that's not what I was seeing a lot of people doing. And, you know, you're like, wow, that guy, he can shave his whole side of his face in 4 passes with the straight. And he looks super skilled, so that's what that means, right? If you're gonna do it as good as that guy, then anyway. All right. Part of it is I don't know. Look, I'm covered in water. That's just what happens when I shave. Same thing, I watch some guys' videos and it's like they're ready to walk out the door in the same shirt after they shave. Maybe that's the clue though, is you wear something where the water doesn't show up on it. All right, well then let's see how. So we got a nice BBS right now with those 3 passes. So I think I mentioned before, one day I might try against the grain, but you know, it's one of those things. These are doing great, while I think I would get even closer doing against the grain. Well, why worry about it? And the 2 problem areas, right here and right here, I don't think there's some hair there. I don't think we're close enough that it's going to dry down into a BBS. That's okay, given how much hair is there. If I wasn't doing a straight razor tomorrow, I probably would have checked all this before doing my post shave and actually maybe done a cleanup pass using Nuavia 2-in-1. But like I said, I don't want to push things and start off with a raw neck tomorrow. So there we are, gentlemen. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Don't have a lot left planned myself. Been on the fence about getting a new iPhone for weeks. Mine is 2 years old. I think I have the 7S Plus, not even an 8. And the new ones look cool, and every time I think about it, I go online and I see they cost like $1,000, and it's hard to justify, even though it's something that you use every day, all day long. So I decided to just get my battery replaced. That's the biggest reason I want a new phone, is my battery just isn't lasting that long. $35, so $35 compared to $1,000. I got an appointment with Apple this afternoon. And anyway, off camera, once I'm all done, we'll finish up with the Penhaligon's Opus. I think that will pair nicely. The Nuavia soaps are nice, so strong that's one of the few that I can actually smell the scent of the soap after I do all of this stuff and it's dried down. So I actually have to worry about pairing with scents and all that. So I will stop rambling. Thank you for watching. Come join us on the cadre, and I will see you tomorrow for number 100.